Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance, rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Mayfield now. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. Looking to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give. This is Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Chubb will get the call, running left. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Here's Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Bowers. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 8. They'll run with Chubb. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 3rd down, Jackson toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that...
And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 43.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And Mayfield will have a 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bowers. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. From their own territory, an incredible play on fourth down. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. He will push his way down to about the 14. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns.
Last two. I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there just before halftime. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That's returnable now for Smith. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there. Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? It might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Malik McDowell gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. Jackson from the shotgun. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. On first down, it's Alexander. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go with Chubb on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now he's flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mack Wilson able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Play fake. Mayfield on the move. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyus Bowser drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Yards that time on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Harris to return. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Malik McDowell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This was truly a total team